Hi Montrose, I'm Kylie. Welcome to yoga. Today we'll be flowing through a 20-minute chair yoga practice. So find a chair that is sturdy. A folding chair works, but make sure that it is on a non-slip surface placed directly on your yoga mat. You can go barefoot like me or wear supportive footwear, but just make sure that you're wearing something that won't slip. So meet me in your chair in a comfortable seat. Maybe sway from side to side, leaning left and right, and then forward and back in the chair, just to get a feeling for this space. At any point in our practice, you're welcome to lean back and rest on the back of the chair. For now, you can rest your hands on the tops of your thighs or bring hands to heart center, and we'll just begin with taking 3 deep breaths. Closing your eyes, letting go of anything that you have to do today, and taking a deep breath in, and then letting it go. Inhale fully, feeling the expansion of the low belly. And then exhale completely, drawing the breath all the way back down. One more time. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Gently release the hands. Inhale, take your hands wide and high. Exhale, bring your hands together through heart center, linking breath to movement 2 more times. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, hands through center. Beautiful. Inhale, hands high. This time, lowering your left hand down to the chair. And you can rest it on the side of the chair or hold on to that side of the chair underneath. And then reach up and over, taking a deep side body opener. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale, come through center. This time we'll take a gentle spinal twist. So find length in your spine, rooting down through your seat, growing tall all the way through the crown of the head, almost like there's a string pulling you up. And then take that length into your twist, beginning moving to the left side. You can reach your hand for the back of the chair and twist to whatever depth feels good for you. Turning your gaze over your shoulder, and that front hand can rest on the knee, or if you'd like to experiment with bringing that hand around the back of the chair, if that helps to get a deeper twist. And then when you're ready to release, unwind, turning your gaze forward first, and then letting your torso follow, coming through center, and gently switching sides, finding the depth of the twist that feels good on this side. Turn your gaze forward first, gently unwind, planting hands on the knees, and then inhale to gaze up. Lift the heart, almost like now the string is at your heart space or right at your sternum, pulling you up for a baby back bend in seated cow. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, move to seated cow. Seated cat, hollow out the belly, tuck the chin, round the spine. And then inhale, back to seated cow, gaze up, lift the heart, and flow through to the rhythm of your breath. Exhale, hollow out the belly, round the spine for seated cat. Moving with your breath at whatever pace feels best. Completing our spinal warm-up. When you're ready, come back through center to a neutral spine, and we'll move to some hip openers. So I meant to say, you also have the option to take blocks or books underneath the feet just to find some lift, a little bit of elevation in the knees. Sometimes that's more comfortable. Your feet can also be planted on the floor, whatever's most comfortable for you. So find length in your spine, engage through the low belly, tuck the tailbone, lift the heart, soften the shoulders, find that tall spine, and then interlace your hands around the left knee and hug that knee in, trying to keep that length in your spine. So if you need to lean back into the chair, that's okay, but try to stay forward. This will engage the core and open the hip. Stay active through that leg, flexed foot, toes are spread, hugging the knee into the chest. Great job. And then gently release, moving your hands to underneath the thigh, just behind the knee, and extend that leg out long and lifted. So you can play with extending it straight out and then lifting it higher or lower. And then bend at the knee and draw the ankle across to the opposite knee for figure four. So opening up the hips here, keep that length in your spine. You should feel a stretch through the hips and the outer edge of the hips, which is the IT band, wrapping around into the glutes. So find length and then fold forward, drawing the torso towards that figure four to find depth here. And we'll take 3 breaths and sink in here. Coming to your last breath and rising up. Option to go a little bit deeper here, wrapping your hands around that leg and lifting it towards your chest. Maybe sway from side to side like you're rocking a baby. And then gently release and switch sides. Interlace the hands around the shin just below the knee and hug that knee into the chest. Roll the shoulder blades back. Find length in the spine. Working the core a little bit here and opening through the hips. On your next breath, extend that leg out long in front. Flex the foot. Stay active through the lifted leg. And then experiment with lifting it higher or lower. Hands are interlaced behind the thigh, just behind the knee here. Great job. And then release, moving to figure four on this side. So taking the ankle to the knee, stay flexed through that foot, toes are spread. Find length in your spine. You can stay here, or you can fold forward, hinging at the hips, drawing the torso towards your figure four to find a little more depth, just noticing how that changes the stretch, noticing where you feel the stretch in your leg. And take 3 breaths here. Your next breath, rising up. Option to take the bottom of the foot into the elbow crease and rock the leg back and forth here. Nice job. Gently release and we'll move to our warrior postures in the chair. So taking your left leg forward with a 90-degree bend in the leg, knee is over the ankle, but not beyond, and then extending the opposite leg out long, coming to our warrior two footing. So the back foot is parallel to the edge of the mat, and the front heel sends a line towards the back, towards the center of the back foot. Find length, hips are squared facing forward in the chair, and then reach the hands apart, arms to a T, turn your gaze forward for warrior two. Inhale, reach forward, exhale, reach back, beginning to wake up the core and work the obliques. One more time, reach forward, and then reach back. This time, flip the front palm and move to reverse warrior. Gaze up towards your fingertips. And then unwind, float forward, reach forward, find a little more length in the side body, and then draw the forearm to the top of the thigh and reach that hand up and over for extended warrior or extended side angle. Option here to take that hand along the low back, opening up the shoulder. And then come back through center, bend the knees, centering on the chair. Take your hands to your knees, so we're here in a deep squat or in goddess pose, and then begin to dip one shoulder, come back through center, and take the other shoulder down, creating a nice twist through the upper back body and opening the hips. Come through center, maybe take arms to a cactus, opening up here, spread the fingertips, and then draw the elbows together. So pressing the elbows and the palms together, round the spine, hollow out the belly, drawing the belly button towards the spine, just like we did in cat pose, and then opening up and draw the elbows together around the spine. One more time, open up out wide, and then draw the elbows together around the spine. Great job. Release, and we'll move to our warrior poses on the other side. So this time, taking the right knee to a 90-degree bend, extending the left foot out long, staying rooted in your seat through center, the hip points facing forward, and then bring your arms out wide to a T, reach the fingertips apart energetically, turn your gaze forward, and then begin to wake up the obliques here, reaching forward, reaching back, forward and back. One more time. And then when we come all the way back, flip the front palm, reverse warrior on this side. Flow back through center, reach forward, take the forearm to the top of the thigh, arm reaches up and overhead, extended warrior. Option to gently rest that hand on the low back and open up the shoulder here. And then come back through center and come back to both knees bent through center. Option here to fold forward. So if you have a block or a book, this is a great place to take that through center. Maybe start at the tallest height and then take a forward fold. letting your head hang heavy. And then pressing into the left palm, take a twist, opening up. And then slowly switch sides, taking opposite hand to the floor or block. And twisting open in the opposite direction. Come back through center, fold forward, maybe find a little more depth. And then rise up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back through center. Draw the knees together. Extend the feet out long. Find length in the spine, and then fold forward, just sliding your hands down the shins, reaching for the feet. Slowly rising back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then standing, coming to one side of the chair for a balanced posture. So keeping one option to keep one hand on the chair to support your balance at all times. We'll start with tree pose, kickstanding that outer foot, maybe bringing the foot to the shin or even lifting it to the inner thigh. And take any hand variation that feels good here. If you'd like to challenge your balance, you can release the rooted hand on the chair and bring hands through heart center. Nice job. Gently release and switch sides. Coming to the other side of the chair. Taking whichever variation felt good in tree pose on the other side. Option to practice letting go of the chair and bringing hands through heart. Good job. And then gently release that foot, shake it out, and come back to a seat. From here, we're going to take both knees to the far right side, so knees pointing on an angle to the right, and we're going to take a deep spinal twist here. So taking a left hand across the body, opening up, maybe taking that right hand to the outer edge of the knee to find some leverage, open up for a deep spinal twist. Turn your gaze towards the extended hand. Slowly unwind, bringing knees through center, and then to the other side. So this time, knees are pointing to the left, planting hand on the outer edge of that knee, and then opening up for a deep spinal twist. Slowly unwind, coming back through center. Inhale, take your arms out wide. Exhale, give yourself a hug. So reaching, hands for shoulders, tuck the chin, maybe sway from side to side. And then notice which arm is on top. Open up, and then take the opposite arm on top. Give yourself a hug in the other direction. Gently release, coming back through center, resting hands on your thighs or bringing hands through heart center. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable and just taking a few moments to close here. Maybe taking a few moments in gratitude. And we'll end where we began with 3 deep breaths. Inhaling fully, feeling the expansion of the low belly. And exhaling completely, drawing the breath back down, belly button to the spine. Inhale fully, and exhale completely. Inhale, exhale. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.